Hello YouTube, Bane666 here. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a hangout with Spino and talk about his recent fame.
Like I said to Sargon, it's infamy.
So you agreed to be interviewed by a couple of journalists.
Yes.
So,
And
so who were they? What happened? Tell us all the details.
okay. The first journalist who interviewed me was Martin Dobney. He wrote the Sunday Times article, and that one went mostly quite well. And the article was actually pretty good. So I don't actually have much of a problem with that.
So is the Sunday Times a big paper in England?
Yeah, that's like a big national one.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah,
it's pretty big. And after that, I started getting a little bit of attention from some other journalists. And the guy asked me, he's writing for the Tab. He's actually, and apparently the Tab is the same one that posted the George Lawler article about the consent classes.
I've come across the Tab before. Isn't it a university newspaper?
Yeah,
Or something?
it's a uni one. And so when he said George Lawler and he was saying it, and George Lawler has actually written for this, and he was saying it like a good thing and stuff. Well, I kind of let my guard down a little bit, and I shouldn't have.
Okay, so what happened?
Well, he asked to do a phone call instead of Skype, which should have been a red flag already. I should have said I'm not doing anything that I can't record.
Yeah, I would advise anyone to record any interview done with any journalist just for your own safety, I think, because it's too easy to be misrepresented this day and age.
Yeah, all you have to say is this guy said this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. And so like at one point it says like and I think I don't like feminism. I think it actively harms gender roles. I misspoke because I'm a human being, and I'm not perfect, and I say things wrong sometimes, and I explain that to him, and then that quote gets in there.
So you explained it to him straight afterwards. You corrected yourself straight afterwards.
Yeah, straight afterwards.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not the least bit surprised though.
No, nor am I. I was kind of like slightly surprised at the time, but then I thought, hang on a minute. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, unfortunately, you got to expect that type of stuff to happen. So anything else about that article which was incorrect or misrepresented you?
Yeah. He asked me about like some like are there some MGTOWs who will completely stay away from the opposite sex, and that somehow managed to get into my definition of MGTOW. And I said, yeah, that's some do, I don't. And then it's just like some members of MGTOW will go so far as to never interact with girls, avoiding them at all costs, and then just like implies that that's me.
Yeah, I can't. Once again, I can't say I'm really surprised.
No.
and this is exactly why you should always record. Unfortunately, I don't think journalists can be trusted.
No.
It seems a lot of them, if not most of them, have some kind of agenda. So anything else? But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I just like how I ended up breaking it down in a live stream with a woman as well. So yeah, that's awesome. Ironic as well.
Oh, you mean with the hangout you did with Sargon?
Yeah, and Griffiths was there as well.
Yeah,
which was that was a great hangout. So yeah,
I caught that. That was pretty good. And Sargon doesn't think I shit talk. He doesn't really.
Yeah, he doesn't think you shit post. He didn't consider you a shit poster. How wrong he was.
You just have to look at the chat of this hangout.
Yeah.
But so yeah, so you did 2 interviews, and there was 2 articles, and then overnight they multiplied like
Started.
rabbits.
Yeah. And then and then things like the Daily Mail, the Sun, the Independent,
Wow.
Metro. Breitbart also came out with their thing, but that was more about the Sunday Times article, and that was a lot nicer.
Was it critical of the Sunday Times article, or
Uh,
just?
yeah, no, it wasn't that critical, but the Sunday Times article was the good one. So,
Oh, okay, yeah. So what was different about the Breitbart article?
well, I think the title says it all. The Sunday Times magazine provides frank, humanizing look at men going their own way.
Okay, and then they just reprinted the article.
Yeah, they did some, and they had some extra stuff on it. But it's
It's fair.
likewise, in another quote, likewise in a number of cases described by Daubney, the MGTOWs are attractive and confident men who have had relationships before, stuff like that. And I think that's I think it was that was also a pretty good article, but the rest was just, well, quite special.
So have you counted how many articles reprinted this interview from the tab, or was it also from the Sun that they reprinted?
I don't know at this point, but there was another thing that really was quite interesting about the Sun article.
Yeah.
Was and I'll put the link in. I'll give you the link, and I think you can. I can't post it in the chat though.
Okay.
Damn, where's the Hangout link?
You could put it on screen.
Yeah, I could also put it on screen. Let's go entire screen.
So I click on you. Yep.
And then it comes down to where is it? As part of his campaign. Oh yeah,
I love the picture of good color.
Yeah, well, no, and I'll show you why that picture's there. As part of his campaign against women, a campaign against women.
I didn't know you had a campaign against women.
Nor did I. The teenager also makes anti-feminist videos. The films, one of which compares feminism to terrorism, are so controversial he had to move out after his flatmates discovered them. And blah blah blah. But here's what there might be an ad.
That picture of you there looks like a Scotsman in his 30s.
Yeah.
It's a really bad pic.
Yeah, no. But here's the all of the they only show about 30 seconds of my video. And it gets to and I say, it sounds extreme, but is it? And that's where it ends. It gets rid of all of the video evidence I showed.
Well, that was convenient, wasn't it? So, which article was this?
This is the Sun. This
the
is
good
like
one. This is the good one.
No. Sunday Times was the good one.
Oh, okay. And this is a different Sun. Okay. Yep.
Which has like taken 90% from the tab.
Which is a great source, isn't it? I mean,
it's a great source.
I imagine the Sun's a fairly big newspaper, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a big tabloid thing.
So they get 90% of their article from a uni newspaper.
Yeah, instead of actually like speaking to the person themselves.
Well,
after the article, they that's when they contact me.
Of course. But I would imagine if you're going to reprint someone else's article and basically endorse it, because that's what you do when you reprint it, that you would actually contact the person in the article and maybe check some of the quotes.
Yeah. I got the interview opportunity from the Sun after that article broke. Like I had read the Sun article, and I'd already shared it on Facebook and said like, oh yeah, like, why don't we just show only a part of the guy's video showing a controversial claim, and then like get rid of all the evidence bit from it. And then that's when I'm asked to do an interview. I'm just like,
Yeah.
wow.
You must be enthusiastic about that one.
That's the first interview I've actually kind of questioned going actually doing.
Oh, you're actually planning or thinking of doing it?
I might say, okay, I'm only going to do it if I can record it now.
Yeah. If you do, make sure you record it. So 90% of it was from the tab. What was the other 10%?
Well, the cutout video pretty much,
Oh,
and
and they found
and the campaign against women. That's the rest of it.
which they concluded without talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Good quality journalism. That's what we like to see. That's sarcasm, by the way.
Yeah. No, have you heard the term journalism?
Oh, well, earlier today when you sent me the link. Yeah.
Yes. It's
I've
brilliant.
always referred to it as cut and paste journalism, which I think is also pretty accurate because that's all it is. They're cutting and pasting other people's articles into their publication, or taking large chunks from other articles without checking them. And I've found just doing my videos that you'll trace the citations back to one article, which has citations back to another article, which has citations back to another article, and eventually you'll trace it back to like someone's blog or something with their opinion, and that was the original source. Journalism is shit these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's ever been any better, but I think the internet's probably made it worse. I think
Glorified bloggers.
Yeah, I think
These
there's always
people.
been shit journalists, but I think the internet's just made it extremely bad and extremely easy too. It's easy to look something
Yeah.
up and cut and paste.
Any pleb can be a journalist now.
Yeah. I think that's a requirement, isn't it?
Every journalist out there hates us now.
Well, yeah.
Actually, the good ones probably don't mind us speaking out about it because they're like, yeah, these people are making me look bad.
Yeah, it's one guy somewhere sitting in a room who will never hear us. So,
Yes.
do you know how many other publications reprinted parts of these interviews?
Well, I've got so far I have articles about me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 of those are good. One of those is obviously the tab one. The rest are reprints. So that makes 5 reprints.
Hmm. And when did these come out? It was only a couple of days ago, wasn't it? Or
Yeah.
yeah, so there might even be more yet.
And
That's interesting.
That's gonna be great.
So the others just as loud. The others just reprinted. They didn't add anything
I think it was the was it the Independent?
apart from the Sun, of course.
One of the others sent me an email and I asked oh yeah, it was the Independent that asked me some questions.
Oh, that's surprising, and
Yeah, and it was
a pleasant way.
Yeah,
Sorry?
and it was a little bit better. The Independent article was slightly better. But still, it was a bit awkward.
So we have a student newspaper, basically, right? A uni newspaper, and if they get something wrong or misrepresent something, or possibly even outright lie, in who knows, in some cases, and then someone else comes along and just reprints it without checking it, they're just passing on the lie, aren't they? And
Yep.
to a bigger audience. I just can't imagine that's a good practice as a journalist if you actually care about the truth.
Well, they don't. They care
Well,
about
I
this
know, I
getting shit
realise,
done.
I do realise that, but I'm just saying that, you know, we have this image in the media of the, you know, the hardworking, honest journalist who, you know, has a drinking habit at night and uh, chases down the story and has integrity and goes against the editor and, yeah, all this other shit, which is all just bullshit, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, another one of the misquotes as well. He said it's a direct reaction to feminism. I never said MGTOW was a direct reaction to feminism. He asked me that question, and I said it's kind of, because, well, MGTOW's more of sort of it's more of a sort of feminism was more of a catalyst than anything else.
well, you could argue that at least the present level of MGTOW wouldn't have come about without a feminist influence on society. I mean, there's always been MGTOW men, hasn't there? But not to the degree that there is today.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would have been one of them, even if there wasn't the present like feminist bullshit.
Hmm.
So,
So how do you sum up the whole experience? Do you regret doing it, or are you happy you did it, or
I don't know.
advice for other people?
Record absolutely fucking everything, and if they lie, point and laugh. It's the only way you can deal with it.
Yeah, and expose them, shine a light on them. Not that, you know, you have the same audience as they do, but still, I guess it's important to do so. Of course, I had an interesting run with a reporter last year when I went to a men's rights meeting and there was an undercover reporter there. I sat next to the guy having no idea who he was.
Yeah, and also shout out
he could
to
have just turned up. He would have been invited if he just had said, "Hey, I'm a reporter. I want to turn up. Is that okay?"
Yeah, that's true.
But
Also,
he went in disguise.
yeah, as a quick last little bit, I don't know if you want to you guys want to stay anonymous, but shout out to everyone who like helped me track down all of the different articles in the Men's Rights UK Facebook page.
Oh, that's something I was going to ask. The articles so far, are they only in the UK or have they spread worldwide?
They seem to be UK.
Okay, I wonder if that will change.
Yeah,
There's bound to be more, at least.
there will be. There will be more.
Yeah.
I think I managed to make it to a bodybuilding forum, and someone called me an incel.
Well, you haven't made it to man boobs yet. That's what you should be aiming for.
Yes. Holy shit. I need to check We Hunted the Mammoth. Fuck,
Yeah,
I haven't even checked.
You haven't made it as an MRA until you've appeared in at least one man boobs article.
I need to check that now.
I think I don't know where that's coming from.
Not yet. Let's looking. I'm just looking.
I think I've appeared in 3, so you know I've got my cred there.
Damn you, Bane. Am I really that loud? Damn it. You can just hear me echoing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, one of the articles criticised me for using a skull as a symbol, along with mundane Matt. So you know.
Hashtag Bane is mundane Matt.
And it said something about maybe they're the real bad guys or something like that because we use skulls as a symbol. Yeah, quality journalism from Dave. I figure if that's the best,
Dave.
If that's the best he's got on me, then you know, I'm not too worried.
Nor am I.
Yeah. So it's been an interesting week then.
Yeah, it has been a very strange one.
How's the new flat going, by the way? No hassles there?
No, not really. Well, I'm
going to your new fame.
I have no clue.
Has anyone in your family or friends said anything, or?
My brother liked a Facebook post about it. That's about it. I don't have a big family, so
no autographs or anything yet.
no.
Okay, so I keep getting interference. I don't know where it's coming from. Is it your phone or my?
At least I don't talk to myself in the in the chat of my own hangouts. I only talk to myself in the chat of other people's hangouts. I'm sorry.
Okay, so while we're here and talking about quality journalism, should we have a look at an article I came across?
Yes, please do.
Yeah, just let me find it and I'll post a link so you can share it. Just give me a sec. Sing a song or something. Entertain us.
You can't just like do that, Bane. You can't.
I can't because it's funny because it puts you on the spot. I'm an
oh God, this is why I fucked up the tab interview. Because I don't know.
Anyway, there's the link.
Okay. Bodyforwife.com.
Yeah, it's our good old friend James Fell.
Okay. I'm already sad. I'm already sad. This is sad.
Do you
already?
want to?
I haven't even like read the article yet. I'm just. This already looks sad.
Yeah,
okay, I'll screen share.
Yeah. Sad but funny.
Entire screen. Let's zoom in a bit as well.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Yep.
This one word defines how men's rights activists see women.
Now, before you scroll down, I'm wondering if anyone in the chat can guess what that one word is. So, how long is the delay? It's not that long, is it? So
no.
We'll give
I'm gonna have a look at the chat quickly.
Yeah. Someone's gone, not James.
Sing for us, send pie.
So come on, guys, have a guess. What word?
The soggy knees.
No, not soggy knees. Anyone else?
Actually, I just need to quickly get an image. It's just it's my new favorite picture. Just stop screen sharing so I can find it quickly.
Yep. Someone said virgin. Am I the only non-robot? I don't know what that means. Where's the pic? You got the pic?
Yep. I will screen share now. It's a Skyrim meme. I'm so sorry. It's dated as fuck.
So yeah, the one word is not soggy knee.
No, it's not. It's not.
No.
It's not that. I'm.
Should we reveal what the word is?
Yeah. Should we read down a bit further?
Yeah. Let's go down.
It's not a new word.
The picture should give it away a little bit, maybe.
In fact, it's been around for some time in reference to a specific type of brood parasitism. Biological science time. Brood parasitism is when one animal dupes another animal into raising their offspring for them. For example, there are monogamous.
I wonder what that word is.
Yeah. For example, there are monogamous bird species where the female will copulate with males who are not her regular mate, and that mate ends up helping to raise those young, even though they are not genetically his. No word on whether the duped male bird knows of his partner's infidelities and rages on the internet message boards about it. What? What is this fucking idiot? Oh, yeah, because apparently when a woman hurts a man's feelings and like just completely fucks him over, he's not allowed to be unhappy about that. he's not allowed to say anything about that to people.
No, of course not.
And because obviously this is a the sort of abusive type of woman who's going to do this, she's going to make sure he doesn't have many friends to talk to. So he has to speak. He has to rage on internet message boards. But this is clearly his fault.
It's always the man's fault.
Yeah, always
So
the man's fault.
Did we reveal what the word is?
Yeah, go on then.
Cockhold.
Yes.
Because we use it all the time, apparently.
We do in the Skype group. We call each other cucks all the time. But but we say it ironically.
Yeah,
That
you're not being serious. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that I mean I'm pretty sure like the whole cuckservative thing that was a complete joke.
Yeah, but I don't think feminists really understand humor. So anyway, and of course,
yeah.
every article this guy writes, right, he has to write in it that he wrote an article for Time magazine. Every single article he has to promo that I wrote an article for Time magazine about the MRAs.
Yeah.
Such a good article too. Mm.
Oh God.
But if we keep scrolling down a little bit,
Oh yeah.
yeah, there's one bit I want to get to. So
which
keep going.
keep going.
Yep. Okay. Here we go. Oh, that's it. Now, you're just going a little bit too far. Can you scroll?
Oh, sorry. A bit further up. Here we go.
A little bit more. Here we go. So where is it? It keeps moving.
There you go.
He goes, I don't advise it, but you can Google a red pill cockhold or MRA cockhold and see the endless examples of them railing on this topic ad nauseum. So we have endless examples of this. So do you want to highlight the MRA cockhold with the talking marks?
Yes.
Yeah. And should we do a search for it?
Yeah, let's do a Google search.
Because I want to see these endless examples. Apparently, we have. Make sure you put talking marks around it because he put talking marks around it.
Oh yeah, good point. Let's. Oh, and the first article, 10 results. Okay.
10 results, endless.
And the first result is his own fucking article,
which means there's 9 actual results. Endless. Can we zoom in a bit?
Yeah. Yep. Let's zoom in, and then because of unions, you right-wing MRA cuckold. That looks like it's an insult
there's a
towards
comma
an MRA.
There's a comma between MRA and cockhold too, so it's not like
Yeah, that's true.
I like the next one. Shut up, you Femi MRA cockhold. Now, obviously, that's a pro MRA article, isn't it?
Yeah. Should we actually have a look at what that says?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Yeah, let's see if we can find the Control F Femin
subreddit drama.
Here we are. I honestly enjoy the thread titles in this sub more than the actual drama most of the time. Come for the thread titles, stay for the meta drama. Oh god, the sweet succulent meta drama, or maybe maybe Rotten Carcass describes it better. Shut up, you femin MRA cuckold. What the fuck? This just like
wow. So clearly we use this term all the fucking time.
Yeah, this
James,
even with context, that makes no sense.
He obviously did his research. He obviously searched for the term that he told us not to search for.
Yeah,
and there's 9 results, 8 results because 2 of them were the same thing, weren't they? Endless. Endless,
Endless.
James.
Yes, because that is the same. That is the same.
It's the
Reddit
same
thread.
quote. Yeah.
Union representing.
That's the same as above. So.
Oh yes, so it is.
So we've got so far we've got 3 examples, and one of them's his article, right? So.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
So you're gonna go anal with mirror.
With mirror cuckold. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, it was a misspelling.
It's a misspelling. We have a misspelling. That's fantastic.
That is amazing. I'm not clicking on that though.
No, probably. No, it's on my channel, so I don't want to get another channel in trouble.
Oh yeah, but the last two of them were three of them. 3 of them were the same one.
So they're all the mirror cuckold.
Yeah.
There's also a thing called horse girl sex video. I wonder what that's about.
I don't want to know. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. These were the. Oh. Apparently. We have omitted some entries very similar to the 10 already displayed. Do you think it's gonna just be more porn sites?
I think it might be. Well, let's go up and have a look at the union one. Since there was only 3 examples and one was James' article, we haven't looked at the union one yet.
Yeah.
So.
Let's Control C. Let's do that, and then we'll Control F. We'll see if we can find it. Okay. That just absolutely no context whatsoever.
Because unions, you right-wing MRA cockhold. So it sounds like an insult to me.
Yeah, it sounds like MRA's being.
Someone's going, because of the unions, you neck-bearded, basement dwelling, blah blah blah. So. Should we give James a clap?
Yes.
For quality journalism. Well done, James.
Should we like look up red pill cuckold now? Or do you want to?
Oh yeah, we can if you want. That's no hassle. I imagine we might find some results for that.
We might actually, given I know like people like red pill philosophy, they might actually use this like unironically. 7 results. What? Less. Oh, I guess there's less porn tabs.
That took a little while to catch up. I was still looking at the old one. All right, 7. That's not much.
Well, given that 3 of them were porn last time, I don't think there's anyone.
So, but prior to swallowing the red pill, cuckold porn sucked me in. Okay.
The rational male. Let's have a look at this. What is this exactly? Because it seems. Ooh. Does this say? Oh god, it's a red pill Reddit thread. I'm worried.
Yeah, I've spent very little time on Reddit. I've only ever gone there when I've been researching something and there's been a link which looked interesting.
Yeah, I think there's 2 reasons I'll go on Reddit. One, to get like to get like quotes or something if I'm linked there, or 2, sometimes like patch notes for certain games are quite quick to find there. So that's about it.
Okay. Yeah. Should we have a look at the next one?
Yeah, that just looks like looks pretty crazy. Is there such a thing as a red pill cuckold? Archive for plebs.org.
Oh, look, the second result is body for wife. How's that?
Yeah. Second result is James Fell's article.
Yeah.
These what was it again? It was endless examples.
Yeah, endless examples.
Endless example.
Well done, James. Well done.
Just
Yeah, exactly. Well done, James.
thank you, James Fell.
Look, I don't think anyone's ever accused James of being overly intelligent, mind you.
No, I don't think they have. I think he's just a
wait.
genuinely shitty liar.
Stop. Here we go. I just read something. I often shorten the word to cuck, and a guy who shows respect for the rights of women is often insulted as being one.
Okay.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Any man who thinks MRAs are full of shit is a blue pill. So what James does is he just grabs the entire Manosphere and says, "Hey, they're all MRAs.
Yeah,
I can't tell the difference. Let's pick the worst of them and then just use them as examples of why MRAs are bad."
Yeah. A guy who shows respect for the rights of women, because clearly we don't. Because obviously, advocacy for men's rights is advocacy against women's rights.
Well, apparently, according to Captain Andy, we're both misogynists.
Oh yeah. Doesn't even know who the fuck we are.
Yeah, no, it's kind of funny that. I see a couple of other people in.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll add in beta because a man whose woman is messing around on him is obviously not alpha.
Well, I think if your woman's messing around on you, you've got some fairly serious issues going on there, haven't you?
Yeah. That shouldn't be happening.
No.
And personally, I wouldn't put so much of the.
But James doesn't criticise the woman for fooling around, of course.
Yeah, I like that. Like there should be a level of criticism towards her. No.
Oh,
That's the natural order of things, though, isn't it? According to fucking these idiots.
Well, it's probably the man's fault somehow. So
yeah. I've been called beta cuck by MRAs a number of times. Loving these screenshots, James.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever used the word beta cock. In fact, I know I haven't until right that moment. That's the very first time.
Yeah, I think
we'll probably be quoted by man boobs now. So
please do go on, man boobs. Come on, I want my article. For fuck's sake. I get the Sun, I get the Independent, I get the Daily Mail, but I don't get man boobs.
Give it time. Give it time.
Yeah, give it time.
I'm surprised he hasn't done something. He normally jumps on things like that.
He's lazy, probably.
Well, it's probably some juicy bit of Paul Elam's article he's digesting at the moment.
Probably
distorting, misquoting.
Yeah, that would be fun. Who doesn't love a bit of misquotes for Paul Elam?
Well, that's that's what man boobs is built upon. You wouldn't have any material apart from that. Basically, his whole site is misquotes of Paul Elam and an article about mundane Matt and myself using skulls. That's it.
Oh, he's done some stuff on Judgy Bitch as well.
Oh yeah, true.
Recently, my friend who runs the popular Facebook page, The Skeptical Beard. Oh, the Skeptical Beard. You mean he has a beard? Doesn't that make him an MRA?
He's probably a misogynist.
Yeah, he's probably a misogynist.
He probably just grew the beard to insult women because they can't grow beards. Well, most of them can't. So clearly, he's oppressing women with his facial hair, and I think he should be held accountable for it.
Yes. And in support
Where
of
is the Manosphere article about that? That's what I want to know.
posted a photo of himself wearing a t-shirt in support of basic human decency that said cleavage is not consent, an argument against those who would say that a woman's choice of attire can imply that she is asking for it. When was the last time you actually heard someone ever say that? I can't remember.
Cleavage is not consent.
Yeah. Because I can remember a time when someone said that what someone was wearing, that someone's choice of attire would imply that they were asking for it. Well, Matt Taylor.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point, in fact.
That's the only person I can think of off the top of my head. And it wasn't anti-feminists saying it.
But is cleavage consent to look? Or are we not allowed to look either? I wonder.
Yeah. Is it stare rape?
No, the male gaze, I think that's probably called.
Yes.
Yeah. Where we oppress women just by looking at them.
I mean, for fuck's sake. Because I mean, that's not your bodily autonomy to be able to choose where your eyes are.
Well, but it's also natural to look at the opposite sex, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, women stare at men. Let's be realistic here.
Yeah, of course. And I'm sure there are just people who just randomly stare anyway. Sometimes I'm not even looking at someone, but it's just that the place is so crowded that unless I'm looking directly at the floor or directly at the ceiling, I'm just looking in someone's direction.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you're on a train or a bus or something. I mean, where are you supposed to look?
Well, then again, I'm manspreading at that point, so.
Oh, you're pressing them with your legs and your eyes. All you need is a beard now. Then you got the trifecta.
Oh, what was it again? It was pole hogging. It's a new one.
Oh,
insert penis joke here.
well, wasn't that the thing we saw on the Google search? Oh no, that was girls and horses or something. Not pole hogging. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's late here, all right? It's late. I've been sick, so my sleeping habits are screwed up. That's
yeah,
the best
me too.
It's the best I can do at this time in the morning.
That's fine. And he got called a beta cuck on his page for wearing it, plus other terrible things. The comments were filled with misogynistic shitheads. Because all of these people must be MRAs, and I'm totally believing that it was all misogyny.
Yeah, well, only MRAs do bad stuff, don't you know? Isn't that the definition of MRA?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
This is the difference between someone like me and our side and their side, because all those people in the comments of like those articles about me, I wasn't saying, oh, clearly they were feminists. I mean, a lot of them probably were, but I wasn't going out and saying it.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone with a counter opinion apparently is an MRA. Whenever someone leaves a nasty message on Twitter, it was an MRA leaving a nasty message. Well, how do you know it was an MRA? Oh, because MRAs leave nasty messages. Fucking circular argument.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same way they know how Elliot Rodger and Return of Kings, they're all MRAs because they sound like them. And how do we know they sound like them? Because that thing that we were accusing them of, that's what they are.
Exactly. I thought we'd invite a beta cuck in to.
I'm a beta cuck than both of you.
Hey, pop.
How's it going there,
That was a
guys?
pretty good line, actually.
Yeah, this is some pretty good stuff. I mean, when these guys can't even be troubled to go to Google from Microsoft Word to do like 2 seconds of research to confirm that they're not putting their foot up their own asses.
It's amazing, isn't it?
They go to college for this, right? I mean, what the fuck?
Well, James Fell's a fitness guru, so I don't think he really needs to think that much. He just needs to run or whatever.
Dress up with some fruit on his neck like Richard Simmons did.
I don't know if he does that, but it'd be funny if he did.
Oh man!
Yeah. Well, he's got to work to his assets. He clearly doesn't really have much in the way of like personality or intelligence. So he's got to have something. So he might as well, look nice for women.
There you go. That's a talent. Fuck. Oh,
what time
man.
is it over your way, Felfop?
Oh, 6:20 in the morning.
Yeah, you said you were going to get up for this, so that's why I thought I'd invite you in.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
You're going to get up that early to listen. I thought we'll get you in and make fun of you.
That's what I was hoping for. That's awesome. I was feeling alone.
Oh, excuse me.
So what have I missed so far? You guys got to pick on Spino quite a bit, or see where Spino's been picked on quite a bit anyway.
Yeah. Well, now, we're just sort of like going through this James Fell article. About,
well, the topic's shitty journalism, so we couldn't really go past James Fell.
Yeah, beta cuck. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
And every feminist says that men are animals. I saw one feminist that said that men are animals, and I can just say that it's, if you Google it, you're going to find countless searches that say that. Now, mostly it'll be guys like us complaining about that bitch saying men are animals, but don't even bother with that. It doesn't matter. You Google it, it comes up. Journalism.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. When I come across an article like this and someone makes the claim, the first thing I do is highlight it and search to find where it's come from, if there's not a link already. And it seems James just makes shit up. He just invents shit.
When there was the whole piss for equality thing, and I was making fun of it, I Googled it and then got on Twitter even and looked at the hashtag itself to see how much of it, if any of it, was legitimate accounts that were doing it. And there were a couple legitimate accounts, but by and large it was a bunch of fake trolls.
Yeah.
I could have very easily just stuck my foot right up my own ass with that, but I don't know, my high school dropout ass realized that you kind of have to do research if you want to tout something as I don't know, it's crazy.
Yeah. I think it was like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, there was the big Twitter thing about getting rid of Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Father's Day, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And I thought about including that in a video because it would have been a perfect segment, a perfect response to a particular thing in an article. But I didn't go with it because I couldn't tell which ones were fake and which ones were real.
Yeah.
I didn't want to use something which was potentially fake.
Pose law is pose law.
But now James has told us we can just make shit up.
Yeah. Well, if you just assert that it's true, if it feels good,
Yeah.
It feels good. I think that 9 out of 10 Republicans deny global warming and that think that black people should be locked into camps. It sounds right to me, so fuck it. Record it. Call it fact. Let's go.
You're just trying to get a man boobs article, aren't you?
I just want to give him some
No,
thought.
why would he get a man boobs article from that? Because that sounds like something a feminist would say.
But the quote will be
a true MRA.
The quote will be MRA claims that blacks need to be locked in camps.
Oh, okay.
And now see, there will be a man boobs article about me saying that. So
Yeah, will you quit stealing my thunder, man? You and I get nothing.
it will be 3 MRAs talking about how blacks should be locked in camps. That will be the title of the article.
Yeah, so the 3 Hitlers.
MRA happily reminisces on the idea of 3 Hitlers.
If only we would have had cloning in the 40s, we could have made this work.
Well, yeah, if it's going to be about Hitler, then
Why end with 3?
they'll drag Thunderfoot in there somehow. Apparently, hasn't he? Hasn't he got an army of skinheads or something?
He's got
his army of skinheads.
Yes. Yes.
I just wish I had an army. I mean, long hair, short hair, whatever. I don't care. Just Bane's army.
Go troll on my behalf. I don't like that.
Oh.
That would be funny. I can think of a couple of people that would be hiding in corners, but most of them already are, just because of seeing what happens to people that are, well, there's a complete fucking morons when Thunderfoot's army decides to go, hey, you know what? You can't do that without any repercussions at all.
I just got a random comment from Laughing Witch.
What's that?
Really?
Yeah, she responded to one of my comments on like on a video.
What'd she say?
In the comment section of each other's video.
Yeah. Well, it was a really old video. This was the original post was in June.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was and he was saying old feminism's for equality. So I asked him, okay, where's the feminist campaign helping fathers fight for reproductive rights? Where's the feminist campaign fighting to make forced development of the penis or vagina or anus legally recognized as rape? Where's the feminist campaign helping men in education? Where's the feminist campaign trying to reduce the sentencing gap? Why does he for she, it's on us, and White Ribbon only ask men to stop domestic violence and specifically only want to stop it for women and girls, while 40 to 50% of the victims are male?
That sounds like some misogyny there to me.
It does. It's so misogynist, I know. And Laughing Witch, I have said it before and I will say it again. Solve your own problems. Feminists work hard toward equality by helping women.
Then get the fuck out of the way. Stay the fuck out of the goddamn way. Fuck.
So men's rights activists say, here's some issues, we want to solve them. And feminists say, no, you're not allowed to solve them. You can only solve them through feminism. That's the only way you can do it. So, yeah, and if we say, okay, what are you doing to solve men's issues then? They go, nothing. We're only about women's issues. Go solve it yourself.
Yeah, it's the it's the same bullshit over and over again. It's yeah. Half of feminists say it's completely for equality, and the other half say that half feminists say it's for men's issues too. The other half say it's only for women's issues, and we just keep getting battered back and forth between the two.
Well, the thing is the ones that say, well, it's for men's issues too. And, like I had the one crackpot, obviously, on Twitter yesterday point out this quote that says, well, you know, the domestic violence deaths have gone down in both men and women, and they've made all of these shelters for women, and they really haven't made any shelters for men. So it obviously stands to reason that making shelters for women actually helps men too. So you don't really need shelters for men. This is the fucking.
What? This is
yeah, that's the logic that they're using. Now, granted, the name of the book was Angry White Men, but it's like this is the kind of mentality that they've got. You know, it's like, you know, the best way to feed children is obviously to feed the mom and let her lactate better. It's just fucking what the fuck.
I wouldn't be surprised though if the reason domestic violence is going down is because less relationships are happening.
I think a lot of it, in all honesty, is that as soon as an argument breaks out anymore, the guy knows that if he doesn't get the fuck out of that house, his ass is going to end up in jail.
Exactly.
Especially in the blue collar circles, man, because everybody that I've ever worked with in construction or anything like that, all of them knew somebody that had been arrested for domestic violence because they're come home and find their wife screwing around on them, and so they fucking start screaming, and the neighbors call the cops. The cops show up, see the situation, say, "Well, yeah, it does suck, dude, but you got to go spend the night in jail because your wife decided to fuck the neighbor." So yeah,
Basically. Yeah, shouting at your wife is domestic abuse. I did read that somewhere.
well, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter if the cops show up and she's got a red face. There's been accused. The neighbors said that they heard fighting going on. She's got a red face, and they're going to arrest you. The odds are they're going to take you to jail.
Yeah. She can say
She doesn't
yeah.
have to say anything.
The police
They
can
have
ask. Oh yeah, but the police can ask. Did he hit you? And she can say, not this time.
Yeah, not this time. Yeah, exactly. Not exactly. It can be, and yeah, they draw the stereotype around the poor defenseless girl huddled up in a corner just getting the shit kicked out of her. When in reality, there is some of those people going on out there, but in reality, the situation isn't so nearly cut and dry.
Yeah.
I know a guy that went to prison for 2 years because he threw a dude out of a second-story window because he came home from work and the guy was on top of his wife. They were having sex, and he just grabbed the dude, and he's a big guy, and he just grabbed the dude and chucked him out the window. Didn't say nothing, just grabbed him and chucked him, and he spent 2 years in prison for it. And he probably should have spent 2 years in prison for it, but by the same token, it's like, this is... If the situation were reversed, what would she be legally justified in doing? What would they? Well, yeah, she did slash the tires on his truck and bash out all the windows, but he slept with the neighbor. Anyway, we're getting off track. Sorry.
No, that's all right. That's fine. I've got an interesting story about a mate who's got a restraining order placed against him. There's a little bit of a backstory to it. Basically, he knew this chick from 20 years ago. I knew her as well. And they'd lost contact, and she'd got married and had a kid. And a few years ago now, I got back in contact with some people from those days on Facebook, as you do, and she was one of them. And my mate got in contact with her as well. So out of the blue, I get a phone call from her one evening, and she's asking me whether she should maybe, get with my friend, right? Because long lost love and all this other bullshit. They haven't seen each other in 20 years. To this, I said, but aren't you married? And she said, well, that kind of broke up 6 months ago. I just haven't told anyone. I thought, well, that's quite possible. My advice to her was to take it slow because they haven't seen each other in a long time and get to know each other again. So he moved in later that week. Yeah.
Yes.
And apparently they got pissed off at me for suggesting that they should take it slow. My opinion is, if you ask my opinion on something, I'm going to tell you the truth, and that's it.
Well, yeah.
What we found out later is apparently her husband moved out the same week.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
yeah. It gets worse. So they were together for about 9 months, and it was all hormones and sex and not much else. And it was, I guess, fairly passionate and intense for that time, but it didn't work in the long run. They split up. In the week he moved out, the husband moved back in. So my mate was pretty torn up over this, right? Because he had real feelings for her. Sure. It wasn't going to work though, because it was just all that fucking passions and hormones and shit. There wasn't anything else, but he was still pretty broke up about it, and he was trying to move on because he knew it. He couldn't go back to it, and it wouldn't work. And she kept on ringing him and sending him text messages and wanting to have phone sex with him, basically, right? So this guy's trying to move on, and she's, dragging him back in, and she's got her husband back, and it's just a big fucking mess.
Mm-hmm.
So, and his emotions she's just playing with his emotions, the poor guy. So I told him, you need a clean break, have nothing more to do with her, that's it. And to give him credit, he did. So she then started to ring his friends.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know, crazy, right? She knew better than to ring me, because I would have told her to fuck off. But
Good
yeah,
man, Dean.
Started to ring his friends, and he had enough of this, right? So he rang her and said, I don't want you ringing any of my fucking friends anymore, that's it, right? No threats, just fucking leave me alone and don't ring my friends anymore. I don't want you in my life anymore, that's it. And she stopped, right? So about 6 months later, he had a fairly serious driving offence. That's another story. I might tell that in a minute. It's kind of funny. And he didn't end up going to court over it, and the cops eventually caught up with him. And it's at that point he found out that he had a restraining order issued against him by her, right? Because apparently when they were together, he threatened to kill her.
Jesus.
Which of course he never did, right? And like before that, you could tell, even though he knew it wouldn't work, he was still kind of in love with her, even though he knew he could never go back to her. But after he found out that she fucking did that and the bullshit,
He's done then, huh?
yeah, that was it. That was the last straw.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah. But his driving offence was an interesting story.
How'd that happen?
Well, you got
like the second your real name comes out when you're doxxed, this is gonna dox all of your friends and all of the shit they've gone through.
There's like 13 people listening to it, but you better not dox me.
Already have.
Ah, damn. Peter's my name.
Peter. Peter. Is it pedophile or?
Oh, no, definitely not.
Okay.
There's another man boobs article.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know. Maine 666 and Hannibal the Victor 13 in their sex ring.
No. That's not even funny. It's
Yeah, it's
I feel a bit ill now, so. Yeah, but my friend's driving offence. It's a funny story because no one was killed, but they could have very easily been killed. So everything, I guess, kind of turned out for the best. He went to the doctor and got some sleeping pills because he was having trouble sleeping. And he went home and he took a sleeping pill and he went to bed. And when he woke up, he was in a hospital with a drip in his arm. He didn't remember how he got there. He ripped the drip out of his arm and just left and went home, right? And when he got home, his car was missing and half the sleeping pills were missing from the packet. So he pieced together what had happened. Apparently the sleeping pills have side effects, possible side effects. One is sleepwalking, another is sleep eating, another is sleep sex, and one possible side effect is sleep driving. So he took a pill, he went to bed, he got up in a sleepwalking state, took more pills, got into his car and went for a drive when he was asleep, and ended up smashing his car under a bridge. And apparently it was the car was totally ridden off. There was no salvaging anything from it, and he walked out of it without a scratch because apparently he was in such a relaxed state that a miracle that he survived and no one else got injured.
Oh god.
Amazing, right?
Yeah, no, you said what were the side effects again? You said sleep sex. How did you know that?
One of them is sleep sex. Apparently, he did research after this. Maybe if a doctor subscribes something to you, you should probably prescribe something to you. You should probably do research before taking it.
Yeah, hindsight.
Sleep sex. Apparently, one of the side effects is sleep sex, where you have sex with someone and you're technically asleep.
That's an interesting
that's what he told me. That's what he told me. Are you serious?
So would that count as rape?
in California.
Well, who would be the raper though? Who would be the rapist and who would be the victim? Because if you're
The
asleep, you
doctor.
can't. If you're asleep, could you be held accountable?
I don't know.
Yeah, that gets into tricky spots there. It's tough to say for certain, especially if political pressure got applied to such a case. God knows how it would end up.
But
And
you
it
know,
also,
obviously, if you're asleep, you can't give consent, even though you might appear to be awake. But at the same time, you could be the aggressor, but not consciously doing it. So who would be the victim? I wonder.
yeah, that's an interesting spot.
Mm.
Yeah, it's wild that kind of stuff even exists. That you can take stuff that will make your head go that far gone, and you go do shit you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when he told me that story. I mean, he's deadly serious, but it just sounded like something someone made up. He could have died. I mean, he could have killed someone else
sounds
as
like
well.
a Simpsons episode.
Yeah, it could have been tragic. He could have wiped out a family or something. You know, I mean, I think luckily it was late at night and there was little on the road, and yeah,
That's brilliant.
That's dangerous.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he kind of had a rough year that year.
Yeah, I guess. Getting used, abused, and then abusing yourself, or being abused by random women, or medication. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing that
Research any medication you take.
yes.
Well, at least ask the doctor what's the possible side effects. So.
Well, a lot of that stuff they won't tell you. The benzodiazepines, they'll just tell you that this stuff is fine, and then you look up like disinhibition, and according to the Royal Academy, I think it is, of psychiatry, the English one, the one from over there by you, Spino, they said that as many as 20% of people that take benzodiazepines will fucking flip out and lose their shit, basically. Well, 20% is a pretty high number.
That's yeah.
That's a high number. Nobody told me when they prescribed me that stuff. Oh yeah, here you go, take these. And, yeah, it negatively affected my life, and my son's life. But yeah, that's. You say, yeah, you got to look out for that stuff. I mean, I didn't end up having sex with nobody, but I did end up trying to steal a car. Well, I was trying to put the keys to my white Toyota into a red Mitsubishi, and was pissed that it wasn't working. So
Okay.
yeah, that's how far gone that shit can make you.
Wow.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
Yeah, legal drugs. It was prescribed. It wasn't like I was eating acid and running around on the town. When I did that, I ran around naked and chased squirrels. That was entirely different.
Well, wait, didn't you have like that video about the squirrels? The video about the squirrel, was that after you ran around naked and that was your friend?
Yeah, that was exactly. I pulled him out of my anus actually when I got home. He'd hit half a dozen nuts up there. No, you're talking about how that lady used your friend, Bane, and it's funny.
Oh, well, I wouldn't call her a lady, but anyway.
But, yeah, when I first got my son into his school and stuff, you talk to the people and you explain to them the situation, because you make sure that she can't come get him, and so make sure that the people understand that there's some emotional issues here and stuff, and just basically lay it all out for all the people there. Well, by the time he went to cross country, apparently word of that had spread, because the different moms would come and talk to me and stuff, and so, I heard that you got full custody of your son, and blah, 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 blah. And every time I would get to the point where, yeah, it cost all my money and I'm broke now, then she'd slowly kind of fucking vanish and wander off and talk to somebody else. And this happened probably 3 or 4 times since I've got him into school with different They're just looking for somebody to pay their bills. Oh, you're good with kids, and you must have made money. So, oh, you're all out of that money now for your own kid. Yeah, fuck, I don't need you.
Fair enough.
Anyway, it's just funny.
Yeah. So, got any other? Should we? Is there any other stuff about like shitty journalism that we could talk about?
Well, I think we've kind of got off topic.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I mean, I think we covered it.
Some of the comments though, in these articles, they're brilliant.
Oh, maybe we should read some. Have you got some there?
I can look at the comments. Some of them are amazing.
Let's have a look at them.
No, I just want to find it first before I show it because it's just it's fucking hilarious. Where is it?
I need to click on you, don't I?
Damn it. Can't find it. Can't find the comment. Oh, here it is. Yes. This is like this comment just I just laughed for like several hours straight. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am a feminist, but I would totally hate sex. You just saying.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, so I responded, haha, at least buy me dinner first. It's just like, legit, I would. You are so cute, but I hate everything you...
Yep.
Yeah. Legit, I would. You are so cute, but I hate everything you stand for, so please stop so we can bone. It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm guessing troll. Call me crazy. But still, it was fun.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Ooh.
That's a good... the comments on that one got pretty fun. It was fun watching people come through there, and it's almost like you see the videos that when a feminist shows up on YouTube and they make their video, and you can almost like here's a cookie cutter pattern that you're just going to see. This is the definition. People shouldn't hate feminists. We're not all this stereotype. We really just want equality. It's the same shit. You see the same stuff when you get engage with them in the comments. It's like feminism stands for equality, and we're trying to fix these same things too. And you point out that they don't stand for that shit, and then they vanish. It's always the same thing.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I got a comment from Manchis on this.
Yes, I saw it too.
Yeah.
Oh, just like Elliot Rodger, what?
Yeah, yeah. This guy doesn't go out and claims he's antisocial. Well, there you go. That's the entire men's rights movement.
Wow.
Well, just like Elliot Rodger.
That's what, 2 people now that have accused you of being just like Elliot Rodger.
3.
3? Oh.
Yeah. Jenny, Kev, and now Manchis. But Kev did it. I think Kev was joking at the time.
Yeah.
So, and we're friends now, so. And apparently, Wikipedia was edited recently to say terrorism is any video created by Kevin Logan.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, one sec. I'll see if I can find the I'll see if I can find it on Twitter. Sorry.
That's fantastic.
Here we go. Wait, it's down. Yeah, here it is. In its broadest sense, terrorism is any video created by Kevin Logan. In a narrower sense, terrorism can be understood to feature a political objective. The name Kevin Logan is politically loaded and emotionally charged.
Hey, Griffin.
That's amazing.
What is that?
That's a Wikipedia page on terrorism.
Yeah, it says Kevin
What?
Logan is a terrorist, so it must be true.
Why?
Internet don't lie.
No, but I have respect for Kev because he's just like, haha, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah, he does have a good sense of humor in that way.
I like that about him.
Yeah, he takes stuff like that in stride. I would.
Yeah.
picking at him like I have in the last couple of videos what I've made about him is something I don't think I could have done it quite like that about a lot of people. I don't think they would have been thick-skinned enough for me to feel like I could have done it without being an asshole. He's not that bad.
I just walked in on this. Is that like a Photoshop thing or?
No.
I think that was an actual editing of Wikipedia.
Is it still up?
I probably
Who
not.
knows?
Hey, I'm sorry, Griffix, but I've been told that I avoid talking and socializing with women, so you got to go.
Oh, yeah. I really understand.
I'm so sorry.
Woman?
Yeah, I can understand.
You didn't tell me you were a woman. I would have invited you in otherwise. I mean, come on.
Yeah, this is supposed
We're
to
all
be the Human
MRA
Woman Haters Club.
here, so you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm a
Well,
sock
well,
puppet,
it
so
does
that
have a
goes
beard.
well together.
Oh, okay. You're a pretend woman.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Is that what they always say though? You're not a real woman. You're a
Yeah.
pretend woman. You're
Yeah.
supporting
Well,
drugs.
yeah. Griffix is my sock puppet, so
Yes, I am.
I even created her her Facebook page, her personal Facebook page, and she was shit posting to all of the people who hated me in school.
That's true.
So she's the Russian Deadpool to your Ivy. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
All right.
That's very accurate, yeah. Yeah, we were shitposting on his Facebook, but then it was deleted, and I don't know how.
Yeah, because apparently only you can delete your own comments, but I think they
Yeah.
might have found another way to do it, like, or it was the guy who was like the OP. I think
Yeah.
Fiffin still has some of the screen caps of all the shit posting, so we can. If I do my video, I might do a little bit on the comments that I've gotten about it, and I might show that.
Oh, for sure. Comments are always good for a laugh.
Yeah. It's
Well,
awesome.
it was really spamming, but I think maybe it got marked as spam because there were so many memes posted in a short amount of time.
Ah.
That can happen.
What time is it over there, Griff?
It's almost 4 p.m.
Ah.
What time is it over there, babe?
10 to 2 in the morning.
Damn.
Aw. Yeah, I just got home from school.
Wow. I haven't even had a cup of coffee yet.
Oh, I couldn't do a hangout in the morning without a cup of coffee.
Yeah. You know, at this point, I'm
not a morning person.
dealing with it.
Do you have to be somewhere tomorrow? No, right? You can sleep in.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll sleep in. I normally do Saturday mornings.
So, what have you been up to?
We've
Me?
just been.
Just in general. Yeah, all of you.
Well, what did we talk about? We talked about Spino's articles.
Yes.
And we talked about James Fell.
Mhm.
And we talked a bit about man boobs.
Oh, brilliant topic. Shame I missed that.
Yeah, that's Dave Frutrell, not men with boobs, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure he has man boobs. I'm pretty sure that's where the name came from.
Yeah, I think he's that big.
And then we
I thought-
talked about sleep, sex, and sleep driving.
Sleep drive to the whorehouse.
And I missed all of that. That's a fucking shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pun.
Yeah. I noticed.
And I'm not sure what the next topic is. I don't mind keep going, going a bit longer.
Terrorism and Kevin Logan.
Oh,
When
That was
Kevin
an amazing.
blades into the 9/11. Oh, the World
he
Trade
fucking
Center.
hates Thunderfoot, though, doesn't he? He really fucking hates him. It's like,
How can you hate that guy? I don't get it.
I can understand you might disagree with Thunderfoot on some issues, right? And I can understand you might find some of his opinions offensive. I mean, I don't find most of his stuff offensive. I think most of his stuff's pretty good, but
He does say some stupid stuff sometimes.
yeah, sometimes everyone
Like-
can. We all do, but to hate him like that, it's just amazing.
Yeah, but what is his reasoning behind it? What does he say the reason is?
Well, he's anti-feminist and apparently pro-rape and apparently
Oh my
pro-nut,
god.
and
Oh.
and then he attacked Laughing Witch after she attacked him. So,
But obviously
mind you-
she's the woman in distress, so she's always right.
mind you, Kevin Logan did make fun of Thunderfoot's dad dying of cancer before then, so that was
That
kind
is
of
pretty low.
yeah, that was
I-
a low
I-
point on Kev's channel. I mean, look, I like
thought,
Kev. I don't agree with everything Kev's got to say. I think he's got some major faults, but I kind of like him. I don't think he's a bad person. I think he's got the best.
He's got the
I think-
best intention.
Yeah, even though he might not always be accurate with his point of view, but I think he did cross the line with the making fun of.
He seems
Yeah.
to go, I think he seems to go into cunt mode when he does videos. Because outside of videos,
Yeah, that's
he's
what a lot
completely
of people do. Mhm. A lot of people go in cunt mode when
Sometimes that's appropriate, but sometimes you
Yeah, there's a line. There's a
Yeah.
line.
you automatically lose the argument sometimes if you go into that mode, I think.
Spino goes in cunt mode off videos.
No, his willingness to engage definitely sets him apart.
Did someone mention cunts?
Knew I smelled something. What up, Charlie?
You've got arms and legs now. Or you got
I do.
arms. You haven't,
Well, I've
you
got
haven't- you
arms.
haven't got legs, but you haven't got legs, but you got arms, so you can
They
actually
grow,
fight now.
yeah, they grow back every time a new bridge needs to be defended.
Well, he's got no lower half at all, so did you trade your cock for your arms?
Oh no, my cock's still there. You just can't see it under the.
Yeah, I've tried that, man. That doesn't work. Never buy that.
It can't be particularly long, if that's
You
the
know,
case.
if you look at the picture close enough, all the lions have fedoras on them.
You're not a white knight, are you?
Oh no, I'm the Black Knight, aren't I? So, the
you-
complete
you're-
opposite.
You're not a white knight in disguise.
Oh no, I couldn't. I'm not
Hey,
like some
isn't this
Olympics.
charming? Isn't that cultural appropriation being a black knight?
No, I'm English, so it's okay.
Yeah. You
Chaucer,
said black. That is racist, though.
Yeah.
Apparently, but I'm part black.
How
so
can
it's
you
fine.
not be aware of that?
Maybe you should use the term
Being
charcoal
black is-
knight or something like that.
Yeah.
I think,
when you put-
I think he's more black than Sean King, though, so...
I am
Yeah,
definitely
a
more
very
black.
dark shade of grey.
Everyone is more black than Sean King.
Even
I know
Griff
some more
exists.
black than Sean King.
Powder is more black than Sean King.
Even Barry Manilow is blacker than Sean King.
Copacabana.
Hitler.
Hey, Hitler was a very sensitive man.
Hitler was misunderstood.
Oh no.
Yes.
There's another man boobs article.
Yes, please.
He said pass the boobs, not gas the Jews. Oh, Skeptor, forgive me.
Oh man.
Skeptor will not forgive you. He wants his pound of flesh.
God damn it. Will Shekels do?
No, he wants his pound of flesh.
I want my hummus with it too.
Well, he is a guy with humor, isn't he?
Yeah, he makes me laugh the most. Although Teal Day has been firing up the comedy engine. There was a moment in his video where they're chanting, and he goes, "What power?" That makes me laugh, and then he goes, "Oh shit, I thought we were doing something else."
Hey! Spoiler alert! I haven't seen that video yet.
Yeah, but what? Oh, you call yourself a fan?
I've
What
had to
could you-
shut down I had to shut down like everything. So I just needed a break, and I was going to come back to it all
Oh,
today.
you're taking a break from men's rights activism?
We're just taking a break from internet.
Famous.
You,
Famous.
Grab
you
the
idealistic
popcorn.
cuck. You are a fucking blue pill cuck.
I actually had to abandon a project recently and I had to do another one
Why?
because it was too dumb and too long to continue.
What, like
so
a video
bad.
or something?
Yeah, I was making a response to some idiot and I couldn't handle it. I had to turn it off.
Yeah, I'm doing a video on the Greek debt, and I've been reading through the report of the Truth Committee, which is 63 pages, and I now have to make that info understandable for the general, the general public
For the
that didn't
plebs.
study it. Yeah, well, I'm a pleb myself. I'm not that good at economics, and I have to all squeeze that into a pretty short video, so that's what
Well,
I've been doing.
The way I see it is, if you can add 2 and 2 together, you've got economics sorted.
Well, the thing with Greece is that I think I can make the generalization that 9 out of 10 people, when talking about Greece, have no idea what they're talking about.
That's why I haven't touched it at all. It's like economics.
Same here.
No.
Yeah, but everyone who goes to the news for information on Greece doesn't know what's going on. That's basically the conclusion of this report. It's pretty shocking, but you'll see when my video is uploaded.
To be fair, even the press don't know what's going on.
No, they don't. They're just parroting each other, just like they did with Spino.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not happy with you, Spino, for that. You should have known better.
I was caught off guard. When he
Excuses.
mentioned. No. Here's the thing. He started out by saying, "Oh yeah, we're talking we're trying to sort of like talk about students who are going against feminism, and the tab has allowed George Lawler to write the article." So yeah, so I did let myself off guard because I thought I was going to a more sort of friendly space than stuff,
It's
and
the
I was
tab.
tired.
It's the tab. They're
Yeah.
students. It's for students, and you know what students are like nowadays.
Yeah.
They could have been MRA-friendly uni students.
They exist.
So, Bane, did you ever go to university?
I actually taught at the university for a while,
Oh.
so
I'd love to know what their reaction were when you. I don't know if you can't really walk, can you? You know, being a jug of Kool-Aid and a skull.
I do have legs and arms, so yeah.
Yeah, you're doing well. You're a blank screen currently. I don't know how you've evolved to a higher plane of existence.
No, that's just you, charming man.
Is it me? Oh yeah, there it is. It's back now.
There we go. The camera.
Yeah.
That's just your fault. It's your fault.
It's your fault. I blame you.
Everything's Spino's fault. Just blame Spino for
Patriarchy.
Yeah.
everything.
Autism.
Spinotriarchy. Spinotriarchy.
Spigot.
Spigot.
Well, that's going to be in a Man-Cheese article.
Has he made his Thunderfoot article yet? He was meant to be making a Thunderfoot article.
Oh,
he knows.
Man boobs.
Yeah, man boobs. He knows
Man boobs,
Laughing
sorry.
Bitch apparently.
Oh, I'm sure
I
he's
think he
done quite a
did.
few. Yeah.
Yeah, he already wrote one on Laughing Witch and Thunderfoot a while back, but
Oh,
I think
missed it.
I think that's cooled off enough now, and
Yeah.
and it's kind of I think, and it's again I'm in the mess to a degree, so it's hard to say, but from what I can see, it kind of looks like public perception is kind of caught up with her, and people have figured it out. The people that are on the outside that look in are going, okay, wait a minute, she didn't just kick a hornet's nest, she went and kicked it, pissed on it, grabbed the queen bee and ran off, and then cried when they fucking all stung the shit out of her.
But she said business is up now. They're actually making profit out of the whole thing.
Well,
I
you know
reckon
that's
they were
what
making
happens.
profit after.
She
Go
went
on,
on
carry
a
on.
live. I'm sorry. She went on a live stream, pissed, drunk, and emotional. Fucking what?
Fuck on his wine!
I don't know if I trust anything that she said there or not. All I know is that if I think at that point, if you would have told her that she'd never given her husband a Hummer, she'd have said that she did it every night. If you'd have told him that she gives him one every night.
Dude, don't put that image in our minds.
Yeah. Yeah, please don't.
Ah, that's the power of the internet.
I bet there's a real. Is it Rule 34 or something?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like
It's
there's a
Rule
porn
34.
version of everything. There's a porn version of that somewhere. Like, I mean, there's Benny Talks fan fiction, for God's sake.
Does it start
Ben
with a
has his
pizza
own
guy
fan
showing up?
fiction.
Yeah, he
Oh
does.
wow. Oh god. Wow, that's.
I bet he
That's
was like,
hilarious.
"Oh, I'm inside you." Oh, please, tell me. I'm going to fuck you up so much. I'm going to doggy style you.
Oh god.
Is that better, my darling?
No. Stop it! Stop it! That sounds too much like him. It's creepy.
The power of impressions.
Oh.
Oh my god, I'm
I
triggered
saw
by
you.
that.
Yeah, Spigot.
Oh, is that gonna be a thing now?
I'm trying to make it.
Hey,
Is this
Spino,
your...
how did your mom react to the fact that you hate women because you think they're going to accuse you of rape? Did you disappoint her?
Actually, I have a little story, and I'm not gonna dox the individual, but like
You
that
are
I'm
going
talking
to.
about.
Yeah.
Okay, no, but no. No. My mum is actually completely aware that there are girls who falsely accuse people, because she knew one. And I won't exactly explain how we know this person because that might end up doxing them. But this girl actually did because she didn't want to get a certain job. She lied about being sexually harassed, and then afterwards she had to make a public apology about it when they found
Wow.
out she lied.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd toss someone in jail for that, falsely accusing someone of rape.
Well, they're supposed to in this country.
Well,
but
she
I've
didn't
not
actually
heard any...
She didn't falsely accuse an individual. She just said it happened.
Well,
You can get arrested and sent to prison for that in the UK, but I've not heard anything about it since. I remember
Yeah.
that
I
law
don't know.
coming in as a kid, but, you know, I might be wrong. I might have heard wrong. It's definitely a crime.
Yeah, it is wasting police resources, isn't it?
I
yeah,
think so.
ruining someone's life.
I remember there was one case in the UK, I think, a woman accused 11 people of rape over a 10-year period or 8-year period or something like
Yeah, I
that.
think I've heard of this.
Yeah.
And
That
it
should
wasn't
ring
until
a bell.
it wasn't until the last case that the judge gave her an actual punishment. Well, the other
God.
times it was like, oh, I'm going to let you off.
Good God.
I knew someone who got falsely accused of rape, but that was actually, to a degree, an understandable story.
I knew. Yeah.
This was a
Sorry.
kid, basically. I won't mention any names or any details, but this was a kid who basically told a friend on the internet, on Facebook or something, that he had been abused, raped, and then his mother found that and responded in pretty much the poorest way possible by basically putting him with his back against the wall and saying, "Who did that to you? Who did that to you?" And then in panic, I think it turned out to be a family member or a very closely related person. And in panic, he just yelled a random name of an acquaintance because he wanted to cover up for the actual person. And this was a 13-year-old, so I sort of understood that, though, but it was still terrible for the person who went through that.
Yeah, no, that's actually understandable.
Yeah.
Someone I know was falsely accused
Oh, really?
when he was a kid. He was like 15, 16. And I've heard about it once from him and the second hand from other people. I never met the girl. I'm not going to dox him. But he's done well for himself, thankfully, because he was a kid. So I guess, you know, he wasn't going to get blacklisted by anyone. So
Was found
basically,
guilty?
oh no, she withdrew charges, if I remember
That's good.
correctly. So basically, what happened was they're in a park or a meadow. It must have been the meadows because this was before I met him and our group of mates. And basically, you know, he got off with someone. You know, as teenagers do, they snog and shit. And people were there, right? People were there, and they went behind the bush, as you do. And then I don't know what happened afterwards. It's like next thing he knows, he's getting accused of rape, even though like there was alcohol being consumed and shit. Like, and then eventually she called off the accusations. Yet some people still think he did it, even though he clearly didn't. Because if you actually think about it, people are there. They went behind the bush. They weren't literally far from everyone. Because I've seen people like get up to some silly shit in front of people, let alone behind bushes, and it's like, and she didn't shout out. She didn't shout for help. It's like, I don't know. I mean, she didn't pass out or anything.
That's victim blaming.
Yeah, but the thing is though, even imagine that someone in your street gets accused of molesting a child, and they basically say that this person is not guilty. If you would need a babysit, that's still the last person you will go to, right?
True, but like at the end of the day,
works.
He didn't do it, and I think.
True. Yeah.
I think it still, was a bit of a problem for him for ages, but I think now it's faded memory. Yeah, he's all right now. He's doing well for himself, so that's good.
Well, I think it's patriarchy backfiring there, because the women will feel shamed for being sluts, so they feel like they have no choice but to turn the men in for being rapists. So patriarchy backfires.
I don't know how many compliments I'd be willing to give this person, but I do think it's do that she admitted it, because usually when you get this, in this process, in this machine, this whole legal service. What?
You're going a bit robotic, Griffiths.
Is this burnout?
No, it's good.
It's like bait.
What?
Bait, you understand robot?
No.
Is this
you're a robot.
No.
You've got a robot voice.
It's fine.
It's an Aussie voice.
Spino does a good impression of that.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can. Don't worry.
Okay. What I was saying is that you get into the whole legal search, of prosecuting someone for rape. When nobody believes you, it's really too.
Griffiths, you're going again.
Man down. I mean, woman down.
Go extinct, Spinosaurus.
What?
Anyway, I was going to say I've got a female friend who was falsely accused of sexual assault at work by another female. I can't really go into any details because I don't want to dox my friend. But the boss took it very serious until she found out that the accused was a female, at which point she kind of went, oh well.
Well, how does that work? I mean, of course, you can still be, a woman can harass a woman, but how does that work, though? I don't know.
Well, it was sexual harassment, wasn't it?
I'm sure we can also
rape,
sexual assault. It was what it was called.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
My friend
ask
is
the
a lesbian,
experts.
by the way. So.
We can always ask the experts. Zoe.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Guys, I find it very insensitive. Zoe is going through a very rough time right now, and I'd like it if you'd be more understanding to Zoe. Thank you very much.
But the interesting thing is my friend actually wanted a full investigation because she wanted, like, her name totally cleared.
Yep.
Yeah.
But she didn't get that because the thing was just dismissed. So it came up later on, if you know what I mean. So I actually backfired that she kind of got some kind of privilege, I guess you would call it.
There's someone I know who knows their privilege very well.
Sorry, what was that?
There's someone I know who nobody likes. Who knows her female privilege very well.
Spino?
Is this someone who recently subscribed to you?
Oh no, not subscribed to me. Just someone I know in real life.
Okay, yeah. I thought you were talking about someone we know.
Oh, they just know. They know that they can get away with things and do things that guys can't do.
Oh yeah, that's that's been around for a while, and that probably won't stop anytime soon, to be honest. But it is something that needs to be pointed out when they try to tell us that all of society is just melded to make things great for men. It's like, well, no, actually, there's quite a bit of parts of it that aren't so great for men, and if you're not willing to address those parts of it, then you're not really for gender equality. You really shouldn't be part of this conversation. You should be relegated to the same place we put racists in a fucking societal conversation. You can talk if you want, but don't talk to me.
Jesus, hey Spino, have you got a storm here as well?
A storm?
Yeah, it's shitting it down here.
I don't know. It's not that bad out here.
So how
Oh,
close are
damn it.
you two together?
He's like, what, 90 miles away in Wales. I'm in Manchester, so
Quite a distance then.
not far. I'm not too far away from Wales.
I'm gonna say to me that doesn't sound like very far. 90 miles is like, yeah,
Oh,
sure,
yeah.
you do that.
Yeah, there was an American in one of my classes, and she was like, "Oh, it's only like 200 miles." I'm like, "What? That's London."
The patriarchy. I am
The
oppressed.
patriarchy, mate. Patriarchy, bruv, innit?
Graphics, is your mic working now?
It's the internet connection.
It's the patriarchy stopping her from talking.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
her internalized misogyny.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
dilated out.
What they don't know is that we've actually muted her. We secretly muted her.
Duh.
Because
We got her on just to do that.
Yeah.
it's all because of misogyny.
Yeah, we're all secretly sending each other high fives in chat behind the scenes here, going ha 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 ha. Show up in the hard chat, women.
Intercontinental high fives.
Yes, exactly.
Incontinental politics.
Incontinental.
It's incontinentia,
Oh,
I
she's
meant.
gone.
Sorry. She's gone! We've got her!
Oh,
no. We've
Ah.
scared women. We've driven the women out.
Take
We're
that,
too nerdy.
feminism.
Take that.
Drink the Kool-Aid, feminism, drink it.
I thought one of you were supposed to stand in front of the door so she couldn't get out.
I think it's
No,
at this point someone makes a sandwich joke, don't they?
Oh,
She's gone to
Yeah.
she's gone to
No,
make
no,
an
that's
orange
what
sandwich.
Cenk does. That's what Cenk
Make me a
does.
sandwich, Karen!
bring us a
That's-
plate.
That was
Yeah.
that was so funny because it showed his true colours.
Yeah.
He is a
I
sexist.
couldn't believe it when I saw him do that. I mean,
Yeah.
imagine if one of us did something like that. It would be, he'd be ripping us apart.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Cenk.
Oh, yeah.
Deep down, he's an
yeah.
old-fashioned sexist like the rest of us.
I think a lot of male feminists are, though. I think
Oh,
they
hell
are
yeah.
old-fashioned sexists, and
Well,
they project
Kevin
that onto
Logan.
other men.
You
Kevin
hear
Logan's
it.
like that.
The way that you hear it the best, in my opinion, is when it comes to their argument for why it's racist to call out Islam. Well, most people in the Western world think that Muslims are brown, so therefore, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you fucking moron. I know white people that are Muslims, and I have half of my life. You're saying that you think brown skin when you think Muslim, so you
Yeah,
assume that I do.
like, most of my life as a child, the only Muslims I knew were white.
Yes. Fuck.
I knew white Muslims of sorts. Yeah. Some were Turkish, Cypriot, and I think the others may have been of Arab descent. I'm not sure actually. They might have been Cypriot as well, but not related to the other family. But yeah, they were white-skinned of sorts. Yeah, all they ever think about is like, oh, sand niggers, innit?
Yeah. I
Another
never
Man
even-
Boobs article.
Yes, there it is, right there.
Part Asian guy says sand nigger. Well, I'm just a half nigger, I guess, to them.
Yeah.
But you know.
Thought it
you're
was
not- you're not-
Packy over there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're culturally appropriating me and my racial slurs. Cut that shit out, Packy.
My family's like Asian, African, white. It's insane. Literally, like there's a part of my family that are Indian, but they were born in Kenya.
Huh.
They're my cousins. They married my great auntie, and they have a mixed race son. I'm not going to dox him, but you know.
Yeah.
But they
Well,
they actually live in Rotherham. Funnily enough, they actually come from Rotherham, and that whole scandal must have been scary for them. But they're not Muslim though. They're Hindu, I think. At least well, they're not. They aren't, but the family was. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I always think it's weird the amount of places my family have come from. So like, there's England, and then there's people who've moved out to Tasmania, and then there's the people that have come in. So there's my other cousin is mixed race as well, Grenada, which is in the Caribbean, which the Americans wrongfully invaded and incurred the wrath of.
Oh, we're getting onto the American imperialism.
Oh no, it was a
Hey.
joke. Come on, hey, Margaret Thatcher schooled Reagan for that. You can hear it. They've released the logs. She was like, "You're not going to do that again, are you?" He was like, "Oh no, of course not, no." And then there's me. I'm part Trinidadian, which is another Caribbean island, and then there's I think there's maybe a few others as well. So
He's getting all his racial heritage out, so he can
it's
so he can talk about the lack of privilege he has.
No, I'm waiting for how bad the racial slurs are going to come at the end of this, because this is like I know black people up to the nth degree. So at the end of this, it's going to be like, what can you say?
what can I say?
Every single
A quarter
racial
less
slur
than a half person can say.
Quarter less than a half person can say. Wait a minute, I do maths.
Maths. Oh, hi, PI. Magnum.
Hello, I heard you guys were saying nigger, so I came on.
Every time I think of that word, I think of the scene where in GTA 5 where Lamar and is it Lamar or Omar in GTA 5? That idiot that's with Franklin, and he goes nigger.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Positive has just joined because as our replacement Griffith.
And this is why we have to be purged.
Just so you guys know, I'm actually Griffix. I've been Griffix all along.
So you're
I'm just
also
really good at doing
you're also
voices
my sock
and accents and
Yeah.
pretending to be a girl.
and you're also my sock puppet.
Yeah, that too. So I have a lot of roles.
Do you know what was amazing?
We don't actually know what country Positive lives in.
I know.
Nobody knows.
Well,
I've
I'm not
been
gonna
lying
say.
this whole time.
I'm not,
If
I'm
I'm
not gonna
correct,
say.
it's not really a country, is it?
No, it's. He lives in the Nye, I think.
I think he lives in like an undersea like military base.
I'm sure Felfop can work out where he comes from.
Oh yeah, he comes from the United States. Of course, everybody does.
Yeah, come on. Everyone's by default American. You have to prove you're not.
He can't
Yeah.
possibly come from that frosty region up north.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Down south, I don't know. I mean, he could come from like the West Indies, for all we know.
Yeah. No, I'm sticking with undersea military base.
Do you mean
Lab
like Space
2021.
Coast to coast? Yeah. Oh, Space Lab.
No, I'm talking like full Rapture here. It's like an undersea city, but then it's a military base inside the city.
Is that what it was? I can't remember.
No. That's just part of it. Like there's a military base in there, but I don't know. I don't know if there actually is. But
Did this stream have a topic at some point, and then you guys killed it? Is that what happened?
Yes, we killed
Yes.
it. We killed it.
yeah,
It's
I
for the
think that was,
viewers'
I think
pleasure.
Felfop did. I think Felfop eventually killed it.
Well, he
Felfop does
totally
that.
wounded it.
I don't know why anyone would ever
It was-
invite Felfop on stream.
It was
It's just
only
so
meant to
bad.
be. It was only meant to be a short chat, and we kind of had that, and decided to go on. So here we are, just talking shit.
Basically, Felfop put it on life support, and I committed euthanasia.
Oh man, I put it on.
Oh, hi,
live-
Rachel.
Hello, Rachel.
Hey, Rach.
Hello, Rachel.
Oh, hi!
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. So how's your sex life?
Not too bad, I guess.
No. It's like, oh, I cannot tell you that. It's confidential. Oh, hi, doggy.
Got a little
Spoons!
How is everyone doing here? Is there a specific topic for?
No, it's okay.
there was a topic 2 hours ago, and we covered it in about half an hour. So then we just started talking shit. So.
Oh, I see. So now
Yeah,
it's just
started out
full
Started
shit
Spino.
posting.
Well, we
Spino.
needed a female quota. We needed
Look
a
at this,
female. We
Spino.
need a female quota because the last woman has been like kicked out.
Yeah, she
I
was.
see.
Hey, you stole my aviators!
Who is it?
Give me 50 shekels and they're yours.
Feel inadequate. There's so many accents
What is it,
going
articles?
around here, and all I've got is just like generic American.
That's all right.
I don't know why I thought you were Canadian.
Mm-mm. Oh no, I'm not just American. I'm like I've lived most of my life in the South.
As Teal
Wait,
Days.
we gotta test this.
Power.
Rachel, we gotta test this. Rachel, what's your opinion on barbecue?
I
Serious
McDonald's
business.
barbecue is the best.
it depends. It depends. Like I think to me it's more about who's making it, and their variety of
Okay, so you're a barbecue snob. Okay, definitely
how
southern.
they
All right.
no, of how they cook it. But some people are like, no, some people are like they swear by pork, and some people swear by brisket. It just depends. So I'm not gonna.
Tomato.
You passed my
Are you
test.
triggered?
You're able to have a conversation about barbecue. You're southern. It's...
Stop saying that word.
Barbecue?
Spino is
Be quiet.
No.
Be quiet, calling man.
He begins
Be
with an
quiet.
S.
Barbecue is serious business. Okay, that's.
Yeah. If you do it, my next question was going to be about college football, so I'm glad you passed the first one.
College football. Okay, the only thing I know is that everybody likes to make a big fuss down here about the Gamecocks and Clemson. But if I had to really favor either, I'm not really a football fan, but if I had to favor either, if only for the advertising alone, it'd be Gamecocks because they find an excuse to put on the front of their car in a little plate, Cox. Or go Cox.
That's like perfectly good reason.
It's just,
Is that
it's
Gamecocks?
magnificent.
Only in the US.
Yeah, it's magnificent because like they'll just have like a little plate on the front. It says Cox, and they'll be like driving by a church and everything, or maybe they'll be in a church parking lot. In the front on their car, it says Cox or Go Cox. I'm like, and nobody bats an eye, and I think that is beautiful.
I'm surprised no one asked me about proper football yet. I always get that from Americans when I say I'm from Manchester.
Oh yeah, soccer.
Okay, nobody asked him about football. He wants to talk about it.
Yeah, he wants to talk about it. Don't let him.
You've been asked that by Americans. Those were fake Americans. Nobody in America gives two shits about
I
soccer.
can't help being from the same city as potentially the biggest football team of all time, but never mind.
The Seahawks, the Raiders.
Wait, you're from Barcelona?
No, Man United is bigger than Barcelona, but never mind.
Can I ask you guys though? Did any of you get to see the huge situation in British Parliament where there was that great?
The virtuals.
Yeah, no, there was a guy who was he was so based. He was just talking endlessly about men's issues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
International Men's Day. It was so awesome. Oh my gosh! And these women would just kind of like decide they wanted to stand up and say, "I take issue with the way that you have articulated this particular thing," but in their very sort of British way. It's like,
will the right and honourable gentleman please stop being a shitlord?
Basically, it's like, oh, I don't like how you particularly worded that. And
yeah, there was one guy who stood up about the white ribbon from the white ribbon campaign, and I'm just like, no, fuck, sit down right now.
This International Men's Day should be about how men can help women.
Well, actually, Davis thinks like this. Philip Davis says, well, I was wondering if we could have an International Men's Days debate about all these issues that seriously affect men. That's what he actually sounds like. Alright,
The worst part is like that you need to have a debate, though. I mean, this should just be something that's there, that you acknowledge that men are a part of society and that
I think that's just
play
House
their
of
own
Commons
part.
jargon.
Well, they have to. They
debate
have
just
to
means discussion
establish-
in House of Commons.
Yeah.
Right?
They have
Yeah,
to
I think it's just
establish
jargon.
whether male suicide is actually an issue or not.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Those-
geez.
That hasn't been established
Yeah.
yet, apparently. So
Exactly.
Well, they've debated women's
Oh.
every time it's International Women's Day, so it just means discussion in Parliament.
Yeah. Well, it could develop into debate eventually if they acknowledge
Yeah.
it's a problem. Then they can debate about how to solve it. But they're not even at the stage where they're willing to admit that there's a fucking problem. So.
But
No.
I think we've been getting a lot of publicity the last month with these things, where I think people who have never heard of the men's rights movement before are seeing the feminists saying, no, we can't talk about men's issues. We can't talk
Yeah.
about male suicide. And I think a lot of normal people are going, what the fuck's going on here? Surely...
Yep.
Maybe
able to talk about
maybe
that.
Jess Phillips is a men's rights activist in disguise.
I think
She's probably
that
done more
is-
for the men's rights movement than most men's rights activists.
I think the same about Big Red.
Wait.
I think the thing is, feminists shoot themselves in the foot every single time.
Oh,
They are some
I
of our
think-
best recruiters.
I think
Wait.
the best thing for men's rights activists is radical feminists, because they help get our message across so well.
No, I would say it's what I would call extreme mainstream feminists, because they're not rad fems. They're not the
But
cut
red
down
red
population
fans are mainstream in my opinion. I think it's all
Oh,
the
okay.
same playbook.
I would say I would.
Yeah.
Slightly watered
think-
down version of the same 70s rhetoric.
It's,
Well,
Yeah, I
it's-
agree
it's
with
all-
Bane on that.
Mainstream feminism is about tearing down society, and that's a radical
Yeah.
idea. So,
Actually, here's the thing. I would actually say that mainstream feminism is also about another thing. That these women seem to not be smart enough to understand. And that is that this is really just being used to advertise a whole bunch of things, to be honest. It's like feminism is being used to advertise everything from specific music artists to actresses to every... No, seriously.
Yeah,
Think
if you honest
about
about
it.
I'd argue that's people taking advantage of feminism more than feminism
well,
creating that. You know what I mean?
Well, I know,
Like,
I
it's
know,
people
exactly.
latching
I know.
on to the ideology.
But I would
for their
say
own
that
purposes.
that some of the recent stuff, the recent surge up in feminism, again, is because people realize that the more that you sell female empowerment, the more you can sell other things. And so if you make women feel really, really great about themselves, they're willing to just buy a whole bunch of other shit they don't need just because they feel empowered and they associate it with empowerment. No, really. And I've started to
I know.
notice this more and more, and they're just not smart
Yeah.
enough to realize it.
It's not a concept.
The Spice Girls. The Spice Girls started that.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
they
Oh
were-
yeah,
it's
I
not-
remember that.
It's been going on
Remember that?
forever.
I think
Holy shit.
Addy would be a good example. That what was that female sexual enhancement drug or something.
Oh, that, yeah. That's depressing.
Yeah,
No,
that was just
What does
crazy.
happen to women if they accidentally eat Viagra?
Hey, Tyler, how's it going?
They get an erection
Hey.
and last longer than 4 hours. That's what happens.
But which part gets erect? Is it the titties? Is it something inside them so strong? I don't know.
Very erect clitoris.
Yeah.
Hi, Tyler.
Hey,
Hi, Tyler. Welcome to our strange little corner of the internet.
Are you sure it's not Tyler Street in disguise?
yeah, it's not our sad. It's not Griffith's sad corner of the internet. It's just a strange one at the moment.
Yeah. Very, very fucked up. Bane's let this thing get out of hand, which is why we love Bane.
Yes.
There
I
is a
call-
reason for that. I'll tell you what it is off air, but yeah. Anyway.
Deep
I
down,
call
Bane-
I call the Tyler Street guy like the chain smoker Tyler.
Chain smoker.
Yeah, I saw that video. You're making fun of him for hacking his
Only
brains
difference between
out.
the two of you is chain smoking. That's it.
He keeps wanting to debate me. I think he fancies me in some way.
Oh, for
It's kind of
fuck's sake.
disconcerting.
Wait, he wants to debate you?
Yeah, he wants to debate. He wants me on the stream. I told him
Tyler
flat out
Street.
no.
Tyler Street.
Street does.
Tyler Street.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you want things to go to the silly place, I do have an important question for the people of Mizzo. and that is, where in the world is the shit Nazi in question? Like, is there just like a random like
What's
poop?
shit up?
Yeah, exactly. Is there like a random poop bandit that is just still at large that we just haven't found yet? Like, where is this this strange person?
Part of the
He,
shit
she,
empire.
Z. Where are they? I mean, has anyone
Like, where's
found
the
them?
picture of the poop swastika? Where is the picture?
Exactly. Where is
Well,
this
here-
person?
Whatever it
I
whatever
think
it is,
it's
you have to be
Black
careful.
Mac.
It's fascists.
Oh no. You gotta catch them brown-handed, you guys. This is important.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's racist. That is so racist. Rachel.
No, it's. Never mind. No, you know what I mean.
Shirts.
Oh gosh. No, I've heard of them like in people that do like weird Wicca type of stuff will sometimes use feces and blood and shit. So maybe they were just trying to cast like a spell on the wall. They got it.
I don't know, man. I think that was more
That
like a
sounds like-
90s thing.
That sounds more like a drunken dare.
Like, how many
Sounds
new
like-
Wiccans do you see these days? Like, most of them are like older. They're just.
Oh yeah, true.
It was like a fad in the 90s. Like, maybe they watched They watched The Craft one too many times or something, and then just decided it charmed.
Yeah,
Things like
there
that.
was New Age shops all over the place back in the 90s, wasn't there? They all disappeared. But
Well-
God, I remember that. There was 3 of them.
That's
Yeah.
what happens. When people stop being religious, they look for other things. So it was Wiccans, and now it's feminism.
Well, even in, I'm gonna make a confession though. Like, I used to be Wiccan back in the 90s. For like about 5 years, like into like early 2000s and stuff. That was the thing for a little while, and then of course I grew out of it, and it was
That's what you're saying.
really feminist. Like at the time, there was a lot of if you look at it, most of the whole thing was a focus on like the goddess, and the whole idea was that they wanted to be able to like worship a deity and stuff like that, and they all wanted to like worship the goddess and not like the god. The whole idea was supposed to be like a duality kind of thing, but they all wanted to just focus on the idea of worshiping a female deity.
There you go. See, point proven.
Yeah, it's like, you know what it could be? Feminist performance art. Because you know what they love? They love their performance art and their precious bodily fluids, don't they?
Just no.
I mean, get out. Just get out.
Get out.
Away.
Get in the corner with
We are all triggered. We are all triggered now.
Yeah, I'm
You
triggered by
gotta-
their music.
Triggered. Actually, you know what?
Triggered.
I would love to just go in and offend like feminist Wiccans, and then just like I don't know, find like phallic symbols or something around,
Oh,
just
I
bring it to
remember. I
their,
think
to their
I,
safe space, their circle or
I think
something.
I remember a
It's-
feminist Wiccan now. Yeah, no, I can remember. I can remember doing a video on her or something. I found out later she was like a Wiccan in a New Age and like.
Well,
she was
isn't
really
the
insane.
all penis in vagina is rape?
Yeah.
One, was it something wind?
Like you just
Witch
go
wind
and
or something.
just go and get like a dagger and then just go put it in their cauldron. And they're gonna get so triggered. Just do that. No, really. The whole thing of Wicca, if you actually go back to it all just originates around like Gerald Gardner wanting to go around and fuck other women, which is one thing. He's a married guy. Basically, he wanted like an elaborate excuse to go and bang other women that he wasn't married to. And to be able to do so without any kind of guilt. And so he would just like make up this elaborate ritual, and then he'd like, that was his game. He's like, hey baby, you want to have sacred sex? Like it's gonna be awesome. And so yeah, they had the same fetish, and so they'd go bang Gerald Gardner. And so that's really the thing about all this. That's really what the whole New Age thing was. It's like I want to go have a lot of really kinky sex and not feel bad about it.
It's almost
And
like
so-
Mormonism.
Like, you go back to all of like the major rituals, the whole thing is basically about sex. They're like, oh, it's a fertility ritual. No, you guys want to bang. Like, just go do that, okay? Just go have sex. Don't make an excuse about it. Don't make an elaborate ritual
Yeah, just
leading
do
up
it
to
on
it.
Easter.
Just-
Men's sexuality is a creative force. Look at that. Men's sexuality, creating an entire religion. It's amazing.
Hey, brah, like, we have to fuck all these chicks. Oh, let's make a Electrical weapon. Oh yeah, man.
That's okay, man. Let's call it fertility ritual. That's what we'll do. And no, seriously, there's all the stuff like blessed be thy, all the things, and it's basically going down over the body. It's like, oh shit, you're basically going down until eventually you get to her vagina.
Bill and Ted 3 was going to be made in the 90s. It'd be Bill and Ted's Wicked Adventure.
It's like, whoa, like it's really difficult to convince women to have sex with us. Let's make a religion, you know, like let's cut out all this extra stuff.
Stallions.
It worked for Charlie Manson, so you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at one point in the ritual, when you're actually supposed to be initiating somebody into like a coven or something, at one point, I think one of the older ways is that you actually have like they're wearing a thin garment and then you cut it away with a sword. I'm like, like really? Could you be more transparent? Exactly. Like I said, if this is your thing, it's one thing. Just own up to it. Just own up to it. It's the same.
Starting to sound awfully Catholic.
Yeah.
You heard about when the new nun shows up and the father says, okay, well, I want to teach you about how between your legs God has put the gate to heaven, and between my legs God has put the key to heaven. When we join them, we can make heaven on earth happen. So the next day, so she goes along with it, and the next day she's talking to Mother Superior, and Mother Superior is talking to her, and she explains to her what happened, and Mother Superior gets a stern look on her face, and she goes, "That son of a bitch. He's been telling me that was Gabriel's trumpet for the last 20 years and had me blowing it."
Oh my god.
Such a Catholic joke.
Yeah, you got to have a good Catholic joke on hand.
It could have been on Father Ted, but the writer's a bloody social justice warrior.
Oh, really?
Well, the co-writer, the comedian probably wasn't, but you know the one who played Father Ted. He wouldn't have been.
Yeah, comedians can't be social justice warriors or they're not funny.
Well, Sarah Silverman is, but she's a sellout, so.
And she's not funny anymore.
Can't.
No,
She's never find these. I can't really find these female the female feminist comedians funny anymore because I just see through all of it, and none of it's funny. It really isn't. It's like they lack all self-awareness of what the world is really like. And so what it amounts to is like so all their jokes amount to, oh my gosh, it's so hard being a woman. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. Oh my god,
have you seen
have to wake up in the morning and apply makeup. Oh my gosh.
Have you seen Maggie Strong? Or Maggie?
No, I haven't.
I'll send you.
Oh no! Don't be mean, Bane.
Bane, you sadistic fuck.
Don't.
Worst comedian ever. Feminist comedian.
Oh, but it's always, you know what? That's always been the thing. You know what? You know the meme is that like women comedians aren't funny, and it's because like 75% at least of women comedians, their entire act is just talking about themselves or women.
Exactly.
And like nobody gives a fuck.
Joan Rivers was funny because she didn't talk about how bad it is being a woman and how hard it is.
Exactly.
She was funny. She ripped on people.
Yeah, no, there are a lot of good women comedians, and every single one of them doesn't focus on women. They focus on society or people in general or funny situations or telling gags or whatever, you know?
Thank you. To be honest, it's not just how that makes what makes a woman funny or something. I mean, it makes them like that's true feminism. That's as far as what I grew up as an understanding. Just a strong, independent woman. She's not crying about it. She's just handling the world like anybody else. That's. And yeah, you don't see nearly as much of that nowadays as you did even 20 years ago, 30 years ago. But of course, I was younger then. But it sure seemed like that was more the attitude. It wasn't so much this making me a safe space and fucking cater to me. And they did want child support.
In my safe space.
You know who I like? I like Jim Jeffries.
Oh, Ozzy.
Yeah, I like Jim Jeffries. I like Bill Burr. Yes, folks like that. Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Sorry,
like
my
all
cat
of them.
came
No, Bill Burr has he married a social justice warrior. It's fucking hilarious because he was practically a men's rights activist comedian, and then he married a social justice warrior. So if you ever you can watch or listen to podcasts with him and his wife, and it's like he's dying inside. You could tell. It's sad.
When did that happen? When did he marry her?
Oh, this was a few years ago, I think. Now.
Okay.
Like you can tell almost with the material. If you look back at his old material, it's a lot better and then it starts to get worse. He's still a funny guy. He's still a friggin' hilarious guy. It's just I think he's just dying inside slowly.
Well, it's because she's probably emotionally castrated him, and when they finally break up years later, he's gonna make a comeback, and you're the best stuff out of him we've ever heard.
He's gonna have no choice because they're gonna have this fucking ridiculous alimony payment that he's gonna have to pay.
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna dig deep, buddy.
Imagine if Bill Hicks was alive now. He'd be absolutely outraged at all this.
Oh shit, Bill Hicks would have been spearheading the charge against these fuckers for the last 20 years.
I want to hear George Carlin's opinion on the modern social justice warriors.
Oh no, I heard him talk about patriarchy, and he sounded like a fucking male feminist. And I don't know if he was being serious because he's a comedian, but
no, I don't think he was. He said that he said some feminist-like things like, "Oh yeah, men do cause most of the problems, but what do you want? What's best for women feminists? Pointless careerism." And he criticised them for controlling language back in 1991 or something.
Mm-hmm. I think Carlin would have seen through the shit, you know.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he did. Up until the end, he saw through the shit.
Heart attack in the end.
Yep. All the best comedians are dead. Mitch Hedberg's dead. He was awesome.
Sad.
Chris Rock? I've heard some of the stuff from Chris Rock. He's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
He's not dead.
He's not dead. Neither is Jim
Carrey. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah, that's the point.
Chris Rock is good. I've always liked Chris Rock.
But these
Glad he
days,
doesn't play colleges anymore.
Yeah, these days he's far too edgy though for the college crowd. He's far too edgy for this PC
fucking
generation.
Seinfeld is.
Hey, you too much of a black people.
Dave
Chris
Chappelle
Rock.
was always good.
Yeah, Chris Rock was too edgy for black people when he did that joke about black people versus niggers, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that one.
He did it.
But there is some truth behind that joke, though. Like I actually relate to that joke a lot. Because there are definitely some blacks that you feel that are just really ridiculous compared to ones that actually are productive.
I think he was talking about poor black people, but now you see these Mizu guys, and it's like, well, it's not just in the lower classes it happens, it seems.
Yeah.
Because Thunderfoot used it in his video, didn't he?
Yeah. That was brilliant.
And I think that one of the things that happens is that I think everybody has like people in their group of folks that they know of or that they under their label or whatever, just folks in their camp, doesn't matter, that you just look at them and you feel embarrassed for them. Have you ever had that situation? Like, it's so painful.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, you just feel bad just watching what they're doing. You're like, oh god, no, please don't. Please stop.
It was the crying. It was the crying. I'm like, I couldn't make my mind up if it was forced or genuine tears. I was just like, oh, you're 18 to 20-odd-year-olds. What are you doing? Why are you crying?
Because they've never dealt with a fucking problem in their life that hasn't been solved by mommy and daddy and everyone around them.
I felt embarrassed for all of the white people there, like just filled with white guilt, standing on the sidelines while all this craziness was going on. They're like, yo, yes, please, you know. And the people who where I don't know if you watched I think it was either the Thunderfoot video or the Sargon, sorry.
The Sargon one with that little circle.
Yeah, and then there was this Asian girl, and she comes up and she starts speaking truth. She starts speaking sense to everybody, and then all the white people get really fucking nervous. They're like, oh shit, and then there's a black woman comes up and starts taking away, it's trying to take away the projector from her, the
Oh yeah,
Microphone.
yeah. Well, because the moment she said black people can be racist, the black girl with the sign just tried to take away the microphone.
Well, yeah, it's no platform time.
Yeah, I don't understand like some people saying that you cannot be racist because you're black. Just yesterday I had such a conversation. I'm just surprised about the amount of stupidity that comes out their mouth.
Yeah, it's it's ridiculous. And it just actually that video, the thing that stuck with me about that video is, have you all seen it? The Sargon video that we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when the university president stepped into the middle of the circle, that was the most broken, powerful man I've ever seen. Like, this is the guy supposedly in charge of the university, and he's just, it looks like they ripped his balls out before they let him get into the circle.
Well, he knows
yeah.
He knows what's going on. He's walking into a no-win situation. He realizes that these guys, no matter what, these guys are just going to want more. So I guess I'll just have to slowly give them a little bit and just bring out a little bag of candy and keep handing it to the kids so they quit fucking screaming.
Yeah. Emotional castration. It's never going to be enough. It's never ever going to be enough.
That
it's like they bent him over.
Let's have the staff members to be 100% black.
Thing is, like, the whole give him a bag of candy. Thing is, the whole giving the bag of candy, wait until they start crying behaviour is why those kids, well, they're not kids, those students are the way they are now. Like, oh, I don't want to stop them crying, I just give them some sweets, that'll stop it. And now they're spoiled brats. Apart from that Asian girl at the end, though. But, you know.
Well, what I wanted him to do was come out with his own microphone and security and say to all of them, okay, you get nothing. Go back to your class right now. Anyone who doesn't go back to class, you're suspended. If you keep complaining, you're expelled. Bye.
Yeah. You know, I wanted to say that they bent him over and they pulled out his spine. I know people were gonna think that I was gonna say something else, but no, it's like they ripped out his spine and they emotionally castrated this poor man. It's really sad.
Yeah, that's what it stuck with me. The way he walked out there is just, oh. Ugh.
Yeah, and the thing is, you can't do that with these people.
No.
You can't
there's
just.
No way.
Yeah, no, that's what I want to happen. I know that's never gonna happen unless someone's got nothing to lose.
Thing is, and the thing is though, the less you have to lose. So
yeah,
that's why you have a lot of sort of just people who would have otherwise been nobodies speaking out about this.
You might as well go Allahu Akbar at him while you still can.
Oh, no.
Seriously.
Bane, are you still awake, Bane? Like,
I'm kind of awake. We should probably wrap it up because it's 10 to 3 in the morning here. So.
And on that bombshell, good night.
Well, thanks for letting me help derail this thing, Bane.
Yeah, exactly.
It was fun.
It was. And congratulations to you, Spino, on having tons and tons and tons of new followers all over the internet. That's just awesome.
Yeah.
I don't have
tons
now. And tons and tons.
Spino, you are.
You lie.
Spino, what did I tell you like 6 months ago? That one day you were going to be Sargon size.
Yeah, I'm Sargon size.
It is happening.
Are you? Do you eat a lot?
No, I'm like I'm at like 2.2k or something. Oh, I'm 2.3k. Okay, fine. I've gained like 100 subs in the past couple days. But still, I have gained more hate than I have gained support.
Works for McDermott.
Oh, shit.
How dare you speak?
End the stream, man. That was perfect.
How dare you speak ill will of horses?
Oh, gosh.
How dare you compare me to McDermott?
Anyway, guys, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
See ya.
Oh, have a good night.
Merry Christmas.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.